All right, Shalom. It's your brother Kashkwala coming back at you with another lesson, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace of salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. This lesson is going to be too long because this is something I spoke about at camp, not Sunday, yesterday. No. Yeah, the other day. On the day, the day going into the atonement. But pretty much I spoke, about making an excuse. It doesn't take a lot of effort to make an excuse. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, if you're making an excuse, you're not putting in any effort and you don't have any determination. So here's the simple Google search definition of the word excuse. It says an attempt to lessen the blame attaching to a false or offense, or seek to defend or justify. It says release someone from a duty or requirement. So in this case, if you're making an excuse, you're in turn trying to relieve yourself from a requirement or a duty that you are supposed to do, that you've been called to do. All right, which is it's your reasonable service. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be something that's grievous to you, or you should be walking around like it's a sigh to serve the Lord. All right, and here's the word effort. I'm going to go back to excuse. I got a few more points. But the word effort is a vigorous or determined attempt. So or you can say you have a zeal about yourself with seeking salvation, and there shouldn't be any type of excuse. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. Any type of excuse which will hinder you from doing some type of work. And let me say this too: the work doesn't only mean doing lessons or going to camp. The work includes being brotherly. The work includes being around. The work includes pulling up. The work includes, yes, doing your lessons, doing your videos, going to camp, things of that nature, and maybe doing extra, like maybe if y'all have 2 camps that week, attending both if possible, but at least attending 1 camp that week, but also doing the work includes if a brother needs help and you helping them without giving some type of excuse or some like a 2 cents or putting your 2 cents in it. That I'm gonna keep it real. When a brother is asking for help, no matter the time frame of it, whether it be a short notice or a notice that's okay, in about a week or 2, I'm about to be doing this or that. Can brother help me on that date? Regardless of if it's a short notice or a notice that's been said for a later date, there shouldn't be no 2 cents put into it in a sense of, dang, you should have let me know earlier. If a brother needs help, a brother needs help. All right. Simply put, the Lord creates circumstances. I named that my lesson the other day. The Lord has created a circumstance for you, but that was going into the Day of Atonement, because the Day of Atonement is a circumstance. Because a circumstance is pretty much an opportunity, something that is, aroused, that came forth to create. Matter of fact, let me just get the word circumstance, and then I'll get back on topic. All right, the word circumstance means a fact or condition connected with a relevant or relevant to an event or action. It says an event or fact that causes or helps to cause something to happen. And the Day of Atonement is a circumstance that the Lord created for us that will help us and cause something to happen. All right, so going back onto the topic of the lesson, if a brother's asking for help, or however it may come, it's a circumstance that has been created for you to see what you're going to do in that situation. If you're going to help without grief or without a sigh, or help in a sense of, oh, I got to do this, or, oh, man, come on, you could have told me earlier. If you're in that liking or that mode, that means you don't really want to put the effort in, or, it's an issue for you. It should just be, let me just do it. You know what I'm saying? And that goes with anything in this. This is Deuteronomy chapter 6 and 5. It says, and thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul and with all thy might. All right. What you call this script that's a desire. A desire means a longing for, or a deep love for. All right. So you should be desiring the Lord with all your heart and your soul and with every little ounce of power that you have within you. Okay. That means you'll put in effort for the Lord. Therefore, you put an effort into this truth. And if you're coming up with excuses, you're not qualified to be included in this script. All right? Loving the Lord. Well, not qualified. You're not keeping this law with giving the Lord all your time and effort because you want to make excuse about something. All right? It says a release from a duty or requirement. We have a continual requirement and duty 24/7, 365 in this so-called calendar, okay? Every day, every minute, every second of the day, every millisecond of the day, we have a requirement. We're required to do something every single day for the Lord, all right? Yes, you have your shortcomings. Yes, you have your dull moments. You have your low points in life, but you have to, when you're in that mode, put forth an effort to get out of there. I heard there's this one guy, I forgot his name, but he's like a workout dude, and he said some motivational thing. He said, if you feel like you're in a, pretty much just loosely paraphrasing, if you feel like you're in a rut, don't focus. Well, let's say I think he said, like, don't focus on the results, because sometimes if you don't see the results come, you get lethargic or you get unmotivated. Focus on consistency, because if you're consistent with something, the results will come. And also, if you're consistent with something, it will become a habit. So if you're putting in the effort to be consistent with something, it will become a habit. And this truth should be a habit for us, like something that becomes second nature. You eat, sleep, and breathe the truth because you put in effort. All right. So again, excuse goes back to seeking to defend or justifying yourself. You catch yourself always having a rebuttal to every little fucking thing, because I have to say it like that, then you are coming up with an excuse. You're trying to justify yourself. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and 4. Seek not of the Lord preeminence, neither the king the seat of honor. Justify not thyself before the Lord, and boast not of thy wisdom before the king. You shouldn't be justifying yourself. If someone calls you out on something, acknowledge it too. Acknowledge it. Just don't brush past it or, wave your hand at it. Acknowledge it. Even sometimes not acknowledging that someone's correcting you shows a sense of pride too. So a brother may say something in a group chat towards you to correct you, and you just bypass it. Don't say shit or just respond to another text or whatever. That's a sign of disrespect, and that's a sign that you don't care, and it's a sign of pride. If you don't say anything in the group chat, I'm just saying an analogy, hit the brother up personally, and be like, oh, Salakia, or what did you see that I did wrong? Maybe I'm not really fully understanding what you're saying. And, maybe I can, you could give me some insight of what you mean. And then the best way to just take it is just a simple con, or, con, brother. Get you out of a lot of heat instead of wanting to fucking justify yourself all damn day, or, prove that you're right in this instant, or, no, I really meant this. Just shut up and take it. The scriptures talk about taking the low. There's been a plethora of times where I thought I was right with something, or, or another brother, why are you rebuking me or correcting me? But I ended up taking the low and shutting the fuck up. And then realizing later on, oh crap, scratching my head, looking like a dummy. I was really wrong. But I didn't say anything to make me look like a complete ass. It showed on the outside like, okay, he took it. And I really did. You know what I'm saying? But at least I acknowledge the fact that someone is trying to correct me. And just like a matter of fact, let me pull out in the book of Jude. Okay? This is a classic one. Bear with me. Salakia, because I haven't pulled this one out in a minute. Jude 1 and 22, and says, and some have compassion, making a difference, and others save with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating even the garment spotted by the flesh. So that's what you call a brother looking out for you. Even when he's admonishing you, reproving you, or rebuking you, he's pulling you out of the fire, because he has a sense of fear towards the Lord. Now, if he doesn't tell you this, what can be done to him, and ultimately what can be done to you. So if a brother does see something that you may not see, accept it. Don't react to it by justifying yourself and making an excuse, okay? But take it and put in effort to understand why he may have said that, or did that, or whatnot, and let it marinate and digest it. Because at the end of the day, if a brother's correcting you, you don't know why, you're more than likely wrong in that sense, and the understanding may come to you after you pray, maybe do a fast, or just talk to the brother. You see what I'm saying? But all boils down to putting in effort in this truth. If you put in effort in this truth, you're diligently trying to seek the Lord and his wisdom, okay? And that's what we should be doing day in and day out. Putting forth an effort, and dwindling the excuses of why you can't do this or why you can't do that. When you should really sit down and see how much time is really on your hands. You see what I'm saying? You ain't the damn president of the United States. You ain't got to fly here and fly there. You ain't a CEO of a company. You work a damn 9 to 5, or you do Uber Eats. Stop acting like you can't pull up, okay? Stop acting like you can't call it, brother. Stop acting like you can't do a lesson a day. Stop acting like you can't go to camp. Quit it. Put in some effort and exclude the excuses. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. I'm speaking to myself because, I'm going to say this, just kind of open up a little bit to you, Akim. I caught myself, kind of just in my own world, worried about my own things going on. It wasn't sacrificing enough and considering the sacrifices that others have made for me to even be in this position that I am right now. You know what I'm saying? You got Hezia Camps who've been doing this for 10, 12, 13 plus years. You really got to look at them and see the sacrifices they made for you to be just in the camp alone. And let's take it even deeper and go into the elders and the apostles, okay? Up top, the sacrifices that they made and contributed to the spirit and to the ministry for us to even have an opportunity to be in the position that we are in now. So why the fuck would I make an excuse when these men have been toiling longer than I've been alive, right? Longer than I've been alive to actually give me a chance? What if they made excuses 30 years ago? You see what I'm saying? Come on. So exclude and extract the excuses out of your spirit and input the effort. Because the Lord is always requiring more. That's one thing, Apostle Ricard came down here not too long ago. He said that, to us, the Lord wants more. He wants more. Right when you think you're in a good place, the Lord will smack you upside the head and be like, nah, I need a little more than the more you already just put in. I need a little more. Because what do the scriptures say? The laborers are few. The laborers are few, but there's a lot of work to be done. So Lord willing, this was edifying, encouraging, and exhorting. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Achakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to rule well and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144, first fruit. It's Brother Kashkwan to the next time. And like always, repent, for Yahweh Shai is coming back sooner than what me and you believe. Shalom.